potato!
Welcome back to Golf on Camera. It's the 3rd of January now, and thought it would be a good idea, just as I'm got a couple of days till I go back to work, thought it might be a nice idea just to have a look back at 2016, do sort of a roundup of my year. I set some goals, I've done a goals video, you can find the link in that below, and yeah, I set myself some goals for the year, what I wanted to achieve with my golf, more than the channel, and it's been a good year for me, to be honest. I've picked up some trophies. I've had a good second place in the Trilby Tour, and my golf's improved a lot due to the work I was doing with Matt and things like that. So I was going to take you through one by one sort of the goals that I set, and then maybe have a little chat at the end about goals for next year. So the first goal I set was to play in the Tees Trophy, which is a Kent Order of Merit competition at Lamberhurst. I didn't play in it. The reason I didn't play in it was because I went to Spain and helped my old man, but out of that I got the Las Colinas shots, Las Colinas videos. So my goal for that was to shoot my handicap at the time, which was 3, so 2 rounds of 75. So obviously not playing in that goal sort of got put to bed, but it gave me a chance to do some Las Colinas videos, and there was some good videos. I really enjoyed that time, and it was good to have that time away in the sun around that time of the year, just to work on my game a little bit and play more in some hot weather rather than when it was raining. So my second goal was to have a couple of top 5s in the majors up at Lamberhurst. Now they're all handicap. Got the club championship, which is obviously scratched, but that was another goal. That was a separate goal. But the other goals were top 5s in the majors, so the autumn meeting, spring meeting, and summer meeting. And I didn't get a couple of top 5s, but I played pretty well for the time of year when they come up. What was it? Is it spring comes first? Spring comes first, so that's me just trying to get into the year and trying to get a couple of decent rounds in, and I've done okay. I'm not going to be too disappointed. I think without going into things, I had something happen off the course about a week before, which didn't put me in a great frame of mind, and I played one good round. I think I shot 74 or 73 and then shot 80 the next day. So in the terms of where I was mentally for that time of year, there was a couple of good rounds. The summer meeting I played well. That's in with the club championship, so I'll get to that in the next one. And autumn meeting was near the end of my sort of season side, where I was sort of trying to wind down, and I was looking at other competitions rather than the autumn meeting. So yeah, okay, I didn't get a couple of top 5s in them, but when you actually look at the scores that I shot, they wasn't bad for the time of year or the mentality that I had at the time. So after the majors, my goal was to win club championship or post 274s. Was the goal I set myself. Club championship. I felt like Lamberhurst is tough in club championship. I thought if I had 274s, I'd have a good chance of winning. Now it's the height of summer, then it's when I want to be playing my best golf, and I did win club championship. Shot 71 75, so it comes out at 273s on average. So considering that's when I wanted to be playing well and I wanted my game to be peaking, there's 75 in the second round. Can't really have a go at myself too much because I had quite a big lead and I was a bit defensive at the start. So in terms of that goal, I achieved that. I won the competition and shot 2 shots better than I was hoping. So yeah, that was a good competition. That was a good goal, and that one I can tick off. So my next goal was to do with the Trilby Tour. It's the first year I've played Trilby Tour, and looking back on it now, I probably made the goal a little bit too easy, to be honest. My goal was to play in the Tudor Park qualifier and to get 33 points and try and qualify. Looking back on it now, wasn't the best goal. I know the scoring there is quite good, and I had 35 points and qualified for the grand final, and as you would have seen on Sky Sports, ended up coming second. So I think when you look at it, around 1,500 people entered and I come second. So yes, I achieved that goal. Was it a very good goal? Not particularly. It was pretty simple for me, to be honest. And I think when you set yourselves goals, you want them to be realistic, and you want them to be realistic, and you want them to be measurable. And there is SMART, S-M-A-R-T. It's something measurable, achievable, realistic, and so beginning with T as well. And that one wasn't really. That didn't really challenge me, to be honest, because 33 points should be able to do that off of 2 around Tudor Park. So yeah, I can tick that one off as a successful goal achieved. But was it the best goal I set? Not particularly. So the last goal I set myself was to get my handicap down. Now, I'm not a great fan of setting handicap goals, because sometimes, depending on the year you have, the competitions you play in, things like that can depend on how your handicap comes down. But I set a handicap goal. I was 3.0, 3 dead at the start of the year when I set the goals, and my aim was to get down to 1.5. So in category 1, that's a pretty big jump, to be fair. I mean, to half your handicap in the course of a season. Obviously having to come down, well, 0.1 in 15 rounds, for argument's sake. That was a pretty tough goal. That was a goal that really stretched me, to be honest. And when I look back at the year, I finished the year at 2 dead, so no, I didn't achieve that goal. But when I look back, I only played 6 qualifying rounds at Lamberhurst. Most of them were the big competitions, and I had a few outside as well. What I'll do is, if I post my scoring average, my stroke average this year was around 74, just over 74, I think. So what I'll do in the bottom corner around about now, I'll post what it is. I'll check them out and find out my stroke average. So when I look at my stroke average was under my handicap for the year as such. I know I got cut down to 2 dead, but when I started at 3, the stroke average was under 75. So in course of a few years, in course over the season, I actually played well, and although I didn't get cut to 1.5, my stroke average was a lot better than the handicap I started with. So I can pretty much take that as a tick without actually achieving the goal. So they were all my goals for 2016. Now, noticing there that there was none to do with the channel. I don't really like setting myself goals for things that I can't control. I can't control what people are going to like. I can't control people subscribing, and I can't reach out to people if people don't want to be reached out to. So I didn't really set goals for the channel. I think that's a bit hard, and goals should always be realistic stuff, for things that I can control. Now, the work I've done this year with the DSL Society, I think the videos that I've done have been good. I've tried to get people interacting. Whether people have done it or not is not up to me, really. It's up to other people. So I'm not saying that I won't set a goal for my channel in 2017, but I think that if I do set a goal, it will be what I want to achieve, what I want to do. So for argument's sake, a goal of mine will be to play more courses. I think with the DSL I played quite a lot outside Lambert, but other than that I probably played the Belfry, the Forest of Arden as such, but that was because I got to the Trilby Tour Grand Final. So if I was going to set a goal for my channel next year, it'd be to give you guys more courses rather than to get more people subscribing and things that I can't control. So now we look towards 2017. 2017 is going to be a pretty similar year, I think. It's going to contain most of the same competitions. So I think my goals for 2017, if I'm going to set them out now, they may get rejigged. It may be in a couple of months' time, depending on what happens. But for now, I'm going to say I want to play in Tees Trophy this year. I know I've missed it last year going away on holiday, so I'll set the same goals, 274s in the Tees Trophy. When we come on to the majors around here, it's going to be the same couple, maybe try and get a couple of top fives in the handicap section of the majors. Never really going to win them unless I play really well. Club Championship, that's going to be a goal to try and retain that. Retained it once, so I'll be going for 3 on the trot, which would be nice. What's the next one? Trilby Tour. Trilby Tour, I'm going to up it a little bit this year, and I'm going to aim for top 10 overall. Not going to worry about trying to qualify. That qualifier I should get through if I play well enough. A goal that's really going to stretch me would be to say I want to come in the top 10 overall, so when I get to the grand final, get inside the top 10 points on the day. And handicap, I'm not going to set one for handicap, I'm going to set one for stroke average. So my stroke average over the year, I'd like to try and dip that below 74, so if I can get to say 73, 73.9, 73.8, I think that would be a good year. And if I do that, my handicap will come down anyway. So guys, that is my goals from last year sorted. Let you know how I got on compared to what I wanted to. Then my goals for next year, I'll probably rejig them and maybe do a better video in a couple of months' time. But guys, if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with all your thoughts on the video and what you think, how you think I've done compared to what I wanted to do. And make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Happy New Year guys, and have a great 2017.